What's good, Skins fans? So everybody's already heard the news. I just want to chime in and put my 2 cents in. Check out Skins Fan All Day's video. His video was pretty funny, man. His take on Dwayne Haskins being named the starter for the rest of the season. Now, last week we did hear the reports, like I said, from Mike Garofalo from NFL Network did report that Dwayne was going to start against the Jets, but we got the official report from the horse's mouth, Bill Callahan, that Dwayne will be starting for the remainder of the season. Whatever happens, whether he throws 4 picks, 5 picks, 6 picks, or whatever, knock on wood, I doubt that happens. But he will be starting for the remainder of the season. Now, my expectations for Dwayne Haskins, in my caption, I'm going to put, what are you guys' expectations for Dwayne Haskins? I know there's a lot of Dwayne Haskins haters out there. We all watched the LSU-Alabama game. Well, I watched it. I watched the second half. I didn't get to watch the first half. I did see Tua fumble the ball. I saw some highlights of that. And I'm just naming the quarterbacks that people want. These are for the Haskins haters. People want Joe Burrow, Tua, Justin Herbert. I haven't seen too much of Justin Herbert, so I can't really comment on him. But from the game that I watched, Joe Burrow is really good. Tua is really good. I respect both of those guys. But from watching them, they didn't really I wasn't like, oh my gosh, they're so much better than Dwayne Haskins from watching the game. I just didn't get that. I didn't get that from watching that game. Sometimes you watch some quarterbacks or you'll watch some NBA players and you'll be like, oh man, that guy's way better than anything we have right now. And I just didn't get that from watching that game. I thought Joe Burrow is a hell of a quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback. I think Tua is a really good quarterback. But they just didn't wow me to the point where I'm like, oh man, I have to trade the current quarterback to pick up one of these guys. That's just me from what I saw. Anyway, regardless, even if they wow me to that point, I still wouldn't do it. I still believe in Dwayne Haskins. I still think he's going to be a really, really good quarterback. Unless he really goes out there and throws 20 picks in the last 7 games, which is, like I said, is really hard to do. Then maybe I would think about it. But like I said, I'm still sticking with Dwayne. The league done messed up, man. You already know what it is. I still got my man's back. He's finally getting some starter reps, and he's finally starting. He has the keys to the car now. He bought that Bentley. He has the keys to the car. This is his team, so I'm happy for the guy. He just needs to stay in the film room, just study, get your nose in the playbook, all that, get ready. Even though you're going to get a new coaching staff next year. So I'm very, very happy for Dwayne Haskins. My expectations for him, looking at the schedule, we have the Jets on Sunday. We have the Giants. We play the Cowboys. We play the Eagles. We play the Packers. We play the Panthers. So we play some playoff teams, and it's not going to be easy at all. So the Jets' defense is trash. Giants' defense is trash. Eagles' secondary is trash as well. Cowboys' defense, as you saw last night, the Cowboys are pretty iffy. Kirk Cousins didn't really have that much of a great game. He did a lot of screen passes to Dalvin Cook. Stephon Diggs had a nice catch. But other than that, Kirk really wasn't diamond people down the field. He really wasn't. He was just being smart. Dalvin Cook was really the winner of that game. He really controlled that game. And Kyle Rudolph, like I said, people were like, oh man, you shouldn't trade for Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph did a really good job last night. He had 2 nice touchdowns on the Cowboys. So I was happy to see that happen. But my expectations, to get back to Dwayne Haskins, I was going a little off topic talking about the Cowboys losing, which I love. Oh my gosh, that made my night. I fell asleep on the game, but I was hyped to wake up in the morning to see the Cowboys lost. That was awesome. That made my day. But my expectations for Dwayne, if I had to go stats, predictions for him, I would say probably 8 touchdowns, 8 picks. That's what I think. I think he's going to make some mistakes here and there. I think he's going to make some really good throws. I think he's going to throw at least 2 touchdowns on Sunday, and then the rest of the way, I'm going to say 10 touchdowns, 9 picks. That's what I'm going to say. 10 touchdowns, 9 picks. 7 games left. He should throw at least a touchdown in each game. So 7 games, there should be 7 touchdowns, and he'll probably throw 1 or 2 picks or something like that. One pick. And I'm not going to say each game, but I think he's going to throw 8 picks. If I had to put money down, I would say 10 touchdowns, 8 picks for the remainder of the year. And that's pretty darn good. That's really good to build on. It's looking at where he's come from, where he's thrown 4 picks already. I think it's 3 or 4. I think he's thrown 4 already. So for him to calm down and relax in the pocket and be confident, instead of being kind of nervous and not having the right amount of reps, and being thrown into the middle of the game at halftime, the second half. This should be, that's 10 touchdowns and 8 picks is really good. I'll be very, very happy with that. I think he'll have at least 2 rushing touchdowns. I think he can run. I think he's more mobile than what people give him credit for. I think everybody thought he was Byron Leftwich, or people want to say Jamarcus Russell. That BS, calling him Jamarcus Russell. He's a lot faster than Byron Leftwich, a lot more mobile. He can move. He can get around. He can create for himself and run. As long as he doesn't fumble the ball like he did. He fumbled it and then got it right back. against the Bills. Bill Callahan, a lot of it's going to be play calling too. Is Bill going to let the training wheels off, take the training wheels off, and let Dwayne be Dwayne and throw the football? Because Dwayne wants to throw. He wants to sling the ball down the field. That's what he likes to do. He wants to throw the ball down the field. You saw it in the preseason. He threw that nice pass to Robert Davis. I wish Robert Davis was still here. Threw a nice pass to Robert Davis downfield. Threw another bomb to somebody. I forgot. I think it was Kidsey or somebody like that. But all these third string guys. But yeah, I think Dwayne should have a good season. Like I said, the Jets game, he should have a good game. The Giants game, the Eagles game, he should have a good game. Packers defense is okay. It's on the road, so it's going to be a tough game. It's probably going to snow in Green Bay too. So I'm just looking ahead for the rest of the games that we have left with Dwayne Haskins here for the rest of the season. So those are my expectations. I just want to say to all the haters and naysayers about Dwayne Haskins, you have to be patient with a rookie quarterback. No rookie quarterback is going to come out there and kill it. You know, like I said, other quarterbacks have struggled and played very well and have had great careers as quarterbacks. They've struggled in the rookies. They play like butt and play like doo-doo. And people are like, oh, they suck. And the next thing you know, a new coach comes in, a la Jared Goff. You can even look at Troy Aikman. You can look at a lot of guys, Peyton Manning. You know, everybody's like, oh, don't compare him to those guys. But it's the same situation. They're all rookie quarterbacks at the end of the day. I don't care if you were a quarterback for 4 or 5 years in college, red shirt, senior. I don't give a dang. You're still a rookie quarterback at the end of the day. So I think comparison to Peyton, his rookie season is valid. Alex Smith threw 1 touchdown, 11 picks. Randall Cunningham was trash his rookie season. So it's all about your culture and your environment. We have a dang terrible culture. So we just bring in the next year the right coach and the right GM just to build around Haskins. If they really want him, the next coach, we have to get the next coach has to want Haskins. We can't be like the Cardinals and have a coach that wants to bring in his own guy like Kyler Murray. We have to have somebody who actually wants to develop Dwayne Haskins and make him a better quarterback, mold him into a good, confident quarterback, just like Jared Goff with Sean McVay. If we can just find that relationship, that would be awesome. Something else I want to talk about. Mock draft video, I'll probably do that next week. I want to do some more research. The LSU-Alabama game, that did help me out a lot. Jerry Jeudy had a lot of drops in that game. He had a lot of drops. He's still a really good wide receiver. The other guy, Henry Ruggs, I think is his name. He's really darn good. If he's there in the 2nd or 3rd round, that might be another guy. And he's small, and I know we want another wide receiver that's like 6'4", kind of in that range. And Henry Ruggs is like, what, 6 feet? I got to look him up again. But that's another option, a wide receiver in the draft. If we can get him, Terry and him, those are 2 very, very quick, speedy guys. But now we do need a big body, physical guy. So that's something that we are missing. But like I said, I feel like Calvin Harmon can be that kind of Pierre Garçon type of receiver that we are looking for. So let me know what y'all think. I want to see y'all expectations too. I know there's a lot of Dwayne Haskins haters, but I think 10 touchdowns and 8 picks is pretty darn good. I think that's really good. That's something that we can build on for the rest of the season. So, or it might be like 13 and 12, 13 touchdowns and 10 picks, something like that. So we'll see. All right, y'all. Hail to them Skins, hail to the Nats, Mystics, all that. You know, I'll probably be chilling in the house tonight, watch a little Monday Night Football, and watch that show called All Americans. So, all right, y'all. Peace.